cameras, that was undercovers. Under pressure, made statements turned up.
I'm man, hey, this was needed, bro. This was needed, yo. Ooh, my computer. So I got on my radio app, it's streaming now, so I'm gonna let them listen to this a little bit and I'll introduce you, you know?
Lord, I never picked up on nobody. Lord, we gon' be left with nobody. Lord, gangsters got me. Forgot me. Can't never fail prophecy. Wonder what they did when they died. Wonder what they did when mine died. 20 years on some cases after y'all slide. If this verse don't put me in your top line, you need to be smacked so hard you spin clock bars. Ray Ball, stars to black, my brown line. It's only one God, one sky. There's only one people at one time. There's only one truth.
Yes, come on in, everybody. Yep. Come on in.
This the only type of rap that's special. And damn, Prince died too. We ain't forget you. You know you can't stop the sunshine. You can't slow down when it's crunch time. This great song for the club if your cup's hot. Right now,
come on in.
Like Trump died. Somebody like Trump died.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm just going now. As y'all coming in, I got a special guest here with me. Now, before I get started, to my IG audience, all the music y'all about to hear, I don't own the rights to it, none of that. You know, this is conjunction with my radio that I'm streaming right now, which is on Station Head. So if y'all got Station Head, make sure y'all download that, and then y'all can follow and vibe with us there. And to my Station Head audience, man, just know I have the IG followers on the other end. So, you know, if y'all got questions, y'all can, you know, type them in as we move forward. But I say all that to say, man, I got a legend, you know, to me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm very honored and privileged to have him come tap in with us. This brother here, man, just dropped something that I think personally was needed. You know, so we have, you know, Uptown XO here with me. He's connected with us, man. Peace, Assalamu alaikum, brother. How you feeling?
Wa alaikum assalam. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. You know, I heard the project, and I was telling, like, I think this was, you know, it was needed. So with this conversation, I really kind of wanted to have, because you've been doing this for a minute, right? And you know, as we getting older, you know, a lot of things come up, like I had on the fly: faith, will, character, patience. I know in the journey when you was an entrepreneur or artist or any genre that you're kind of doing for self or independently grinding, you come up against certain obstacles that make you want to kind of, at times fold, but not fold. But you come like in your intro, you said some shit went down to have my passion gone. I felt that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I kind of want to kind of dig into your story of, you know, your journey, if you will, man. Like, what, you know, how has this journey been for you on a personal level? You know, and to see you come back now in full circle and you capture that passion again. Like, what was it? You know what I'm saying? And we're using the 4 principles again: faith, will, character, and patience. What was that to keep you, you know, coming hard that you did this year?
Man, it was people around me, man, believing in me, and people having faith in me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that sense of urgency, like I can't even let them down. You know what I mean? People that been liking my music and going places, and people been like, we still do music. So it's like, yeah, I put myself in checkmate musically. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta go in for real, you know what I'm saying? But there's ups and downs with everything. So it's like when I said that line, I was just focusing on those down points every artist has, and then get, I guess, y'all like discouraged, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether the discouragement comes from not being successful or not, bad business, you know what I'm saying? Disagreements, petty shit. You know what I mean? So all that can come from me. Right. So I was focusing on that. But that perseverance, man, I heard Jay-Z say the genius in what he did was never give up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just never giving up, but it's like my definition of success is different. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yes.
Basically, what I want. You know what I mean? I don't want the glitz and glamour and stuff like that. So doing that, I can make music from a pure place. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's interesting. So like, all right, I'm gonna be all over the place to everybody, because you know what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying. Let me start back. Let me just, before I go deep, then let me start back. So your upbringing, right? If you don't mind me asking, like, what is your relationship, with your parents, your father and your mom? Were y'all cool back in the day? Were y'all close? And so, are y'all still close now? Because I see that they had a big music influence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how y'all relationship?
Me and my mom was real close coming up, and we still close now. Me and my pops wasn't as close coming up, but we closer now.
Right.
And they both influenced me in a major way. They both went to Howard University. They both was in the band. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So every Howard homecoming, I would be there. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be there. Yeah, soaking up all the game, you know what I mean?
Right.
Musically and all that. Just appreciating what most don't appreciate now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. So when I listen to your music or whatnot, I see that, your mom had, she was, with the gospel and singing with the, in the church. So you had a spiritual upbringing, obviously. Your pops,
Definitely.
the pops who I researched, who artists he was working with, he was almost like a poet, to where he was telling like happiness, what's going on at that time. And then I see you had a relationship with David Ruffin. So then it made sense. It's like, all right, you got your spiritual side of things, you got your revolutionary side in you, and then you got your street tales, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, so was that like coming up? Was that conscious? Was you conscious of that when you were going in the booth and make music? Like, are you conscious of that?
I wasn't conscious of that, but looking back at it, that's what it was. You know?
Yeah.
That's definitely what it was. Like looking back, my cousins are Ruffin, so I got like cousins with the last name Ruffin. They related to David Ruffin, you know what I mean? So they would always talk about him. So like, being as though like my cousins is a part of that family, you know what I'm saying? I always say that was a part of my family too, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but they out of Philadelphia, that part. His family, David Ruffin, they out of Philadelphia, but yeah, that influenced me in a major way, you know what I'm saying? I never really looked at it like that, but it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Look back at it, how you put it.
Cause it's so alright. So I made this series of what I want to do is called Mental Breakthrough, right? So we all have, like, as entrepreneurs, especially is when you independently trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to, what they say, sell your soul or compromise your integrity. You come up with a glass ceiling, right? But that ceiling can be broken. But not a lot of people break through it. You know what I'm saying? So are you aware that it's your bloodline per se that has all them different DNAs that I just kind of mentioned, spiritual, revolutionary.
It's in my blood.
It's in your blood, you know what I'm saying? So what is that like? Like when you was going through your doubts and you were like, man, my passion gone. Did you have a conversation with yourself and God? Usually it's just only y'all two in the room, yourself and God. Do you have that conversation with yourself like, this is my bloodline, I gotta break through this, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was that?
Not really, because things always go up and downs in a pattern. You know what I'm saying? Like the heartbeat Like the days, you know what I'm saying, the sun go up, then it come down, and it goes back up, and it goes down.
All right.
And the sun going up and down. That's how we measure time, and even how we measure how we want to plan for. So in that down period, I was planning, and in that down period, I was planning to come out with this album. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So okay, real. You know, I'm gonna start with. You kind of brushed through it, but I'm gonna start with Faith first. All right.
Okay.
You know, just explain, you know, because I want the listeners to come away with something, because I'm meeting a lot of people, especially now with everything going on. Like, people are going through shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they going through stuff for real. You know what I'm saying? Like and I know a lot of people just want to fold, but the first thing I look at is faith. Like, so where has your faith kept you strong in your whole career? You know what I'm saying? How has faith kept you?
My aunt, before she died, she left me with a necklace. Cause she was like in the Bible real hard. She was one of the Ruffins. She married into the Ruffin family, actually. Her name was Curry Ruffin, out of Trinidad, Northeast. And when she died, she gave me a necklace with a mustard seed in it. And sat me down and read me the Bible verse. It said a mustard seed can move mountains. The faith of a mustard seed can move mountains. You know what I'm saying? So that always stuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know, that's key. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that faith, and through that, you know what I'm saying, gets you through the hard times. So how was that? Now, how did that bring about your character and integrity that you spit through in your music? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you speak a little bit on your character the character that you have to have, being you're an artist, and the character that you have to be, you know, how do I say it? To us, you're a legend. You know why? Because you again, the integrity you had in your music. But to other artists or in whatever genre, can you speak to what character you need to have before you go into whatever craft you go and tap into? If that makes sense.
It's like when I'm doing it, it's like boom. It's like I looked at it almost as like, since I got like since I know the knowledge of God and the Word, I gotta be a representative of that, no matter how deep I went into the streets or any of that. You know what I'm saying? So no matter even what type of flaws that I had, I still got to speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? Just because the coach may not have been good enough to get to the NBA, but he can still coach others to go into the NBA and surpass him. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get like spiritual residual income. You know, that's how we benefit off producing good people, even if we don't even match up to that height. You know what I'm saying? Or that expectation. But the faith, putting God first and coming through with a message. Then I laid down the whole groundwork of like, all right, what I gotta represent, what type of songs do I write now, coming from that standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So I started studying artists like that, and then really noticing how much artists had an influence on me that had messages in their music, like Michael Jackson. He actually had a message in his music coming up. That was like my favorite artist coming up. You know what I'm saying? Then Tupac. Then Tupac.
Sure.
DMX, you know what I'm saying? So, then Bob Marley, you know what I mean? So, just studying artists like that.
Right. So.
And then, go ahead.
No. Finish. I'm taking notes because I'm going to revisit some of this stuff. But go, continue. I'm listening.
And then getting into the evolution of the artists, even the Jay-Z, how he evolution through the subject matter from his first album to the subject matter in his last album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
And just noticing that pattern. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it just goes up and down, up. When it goes up, it keeps going up.
So that leads me into the patient aspect of it, right? So dig this. So you've been spitting this shit since what? 06? 2020 now. Like, you know, you've been spitting this for a minute, right? But But the frequency, I'll say the frequency of the people wasn't necessarily there yet. You know what I'm saying? Like you was kind of, okay, you was ahead of your time, right? But now we're in 2020 where the age of information is out. People are starting to wake up and, you know, things of that nature. And now your light is about to shine brighter than ever, I feel like, because the frequency of the people is where it should be to tune into the stuff you're spitting. So, you know, talk on, you know, that patient aspect. You know, how did you get through being patient through, you know, you've been 2006, like you said, your success is different from others. But nevertheless, bro, you should have been the cool, you know what I'm saying? Like people should be following Uptown XO more than, you know, the glorifying the other aspects. So how did that patience, how did this work on your patience, you know, this whole time?
Just knowing that, based on what I represent, it was going to be a slower journey for me. You know what I'm saying? And understanding that, and then accepting that.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Because I could have, if I didn't have the message in my music, I could have probably popped off with like another type of song with the subject matter that's more
club friendly.
relevant to the subject matter that's more relevant to the consumption that everybody is down with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't really rapping about popping bottles and drinking and smoking and fucking. I ain't really talking about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm really writing real records. Pop inspired me to like really write the real songs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I noticed how even when Pop came, niggas was keeping it real, but they was dumbing down their range of subject matter and songwriting. So I'm just like, that's what I want to represent. Good songwriting, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day too.
Right. And so okay, that brings me to the last pillar that, you know, y'all watching. Again, I got the 4 pillars on this. Willpower, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it takes some patience. Like you said, did you always have a feeling that, you know, the frequency of the people, if you would catch up to you, your music and the message you're spitting? Or was that just part of the, like, you know, the like when my passion leaves, it's like, you know what, ain't nobody trying to hear this, man. I can't get in the groove. Or did you?
I knew people would get it, you know what I'm saying, as they mature, they had to mature first, you know what I'm saying, and get the wisdom, you know what I'm saying, I knew that they would get it. Just like a lot of young dudes right now that's making records, when they get older, a lot of the records that they making that may be hot right now, that may be popping, they gonna look back at certain records and even performing those records at an older age. It's like, damn, I don't even feel comfortable performing that record based on what I know now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, young, I was already ahead of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
I already experienced like certain shit where it's like, damn, I can't even perform in front of certain crowds because of my subject matter. Or I can't let certain
that's deep.
family, I can't let family members hear my music. They say, damn, what you do? Heard you doing the music, Woody Wop. Yeah, you doing music, let me hear some of your stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's when I'm like, damn, I'm ashamed of it in a sense, the way though. It's not clean, you know what I'm saying?
So okay, so all right, so again, so speaking of willpower, right?
I wasn't ashamed of it, but since I was bearing my truth and shit, it's like playing like a family member that may not have known like one of my gangster stories. She heard it for the first time in my rap, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it just feels funny, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. So on the contrary of that, right? All right, have you felt like the forces, because, all right, again, when you're doing this, before you get that final mental breakthrough, you break through that glass ceiling, and you face some opposition. Like, the stuff in your music, bro, the way industry run, they don't want that. They not for what you spitting for real. So where did the strength come from, or the what for you to kick fear to the side and say, you know what? F it. I'm gonna speak the truth, speak my truth, speak the truth. Whatever happens, happens. I'm in God's hands. Like, where does that willpower, when did that come in for you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you did it back then, but now, like I said, this project, it's perfect, and you kicked it up a notch, I think, personally.
Yeah, I think it comes from, man, it was like, man, studying Islam and how the prophets, all of the prophets in the Quran for it was just like the black sheep of the world, I guess. It's a way as though people weren't trying to listen to them or hear what they had to say, but they had the best things to say at that time. Mm-hmm. So just looking at it like that, you know what I'm saying? And knowing that people would catch on and be more appreciative of it over time. It's like when Islam started, it was like, it wasn't the, it didn't have billions of followers like it has today. You know what I'm saying? The truth would grow like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, like the mustard seed.
The truth grows like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is.
Right. Alright, so we got those out the way, and I'm hoping everybody taking something away from that. Again, faith, character, patience, and will. He spoke to all that. Alright, let me get to a little bit, because I took some notes. Your artist influence, speak a little bit more. Because to me, when I listen to you, right, I don't like to compare people, but I do it just to kind of put them in, to kind of figure out my lanes when I listen to music. Like, to me, you're like the Nas of this area to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know our history with Young Sir. That was like, coming up with Sir, that was like Lil Wayne to me in this area. But you're like the Nas of that. Have you heard that before? And you know what I'm saying? Speak a little bit more of that artist influence.
Somebody just told me that I was like the DC Nas, and I definitely embodied that. Nas is like the son of a jazz musician. Me too. So it was like Rock Kim. That's why I had the line, and they go over this track with YU, the album, Culture, that's out right now. And I was like, I'm the son of a jazz musician like Nas and Rock Kim. So my rhyme is like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like when you understand music, you understand like math better. So then it's like, since you understand math better because you know music, it's like you just like can extract truth faster than others, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Based on knowing how music works and the functionality of music, harmony, notes, frequency, tone, energy, you know what I'm saying? Volume, all that gives you an understanding of math. Then you get to the algebraic expressions, you know what I'm saying? Which also came out of Islam, algebra. It was algebra. That was the original word for algebra, but that came out of Islam too.
You know what they say. You know what they say. Islam mathematics, Islam. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, I feel you on that. So like real quick, what is if you had to go like on a forever journey? I always ask if you had to go on a forever journey, but you can only take 3 albums with you. What would them 3 albums be that you'll listen to forever? You can include yourself in if you want to, of course, but you know what I'm saying? Give me 3.
That is right. Man. Michael Jackson, Off the Wall album.
Okay.
Probably the last D'Angelo album, Black Messiah. That's the Bob Marley or something.
Word.
Yeah.
See, Mike, that's deep. That's deep right there. So, okay. So, all right. Obviously, you talk about spiritual residual income. I like that. You know what I'm saying? How can we make, as a community, I guess, how can we make that more cool to the youth? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can we make truth more, you know what I'm saying, more cool to the youth to adopt?
It's like you can't make it cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I realized that, like, cool is like, the truth is like boutique. You know what I'm saying? It's like those who can afford it intellectually. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gucci is cool, but everybody can't afford Gucci. People get the knockoff Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing, you got knocked off Gucci, like a lot of people would knock off truth out here. You know what I'm saying? So for those who really want it, it'll come to them. You know what I'm saying? For those who want that truth, just like I wanted it that bad. I wanted it more so than the fame and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's, I mean, like I said, I definitely think it's coming. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, you and other artists like in your same lane, you know, that's spitting what y'all spitting is coming. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It's definitely coming. So, you know, a little bit on, you know, community though based stuff. You know, like you said, DC gone, right? And I kind of feel this. I feel the same way to a degree. You know, I done had this barbershop talk. So my, you know, as far as solutions go, I'm like, man, all right, since DC John like gone, what can we do? Can we buy PG and how can we make our new communities of, you know, and set a new standard and pull our resources together? Like, what some of the solutions do you see or you have in mind that we can do to kind of create a new culture, if you would, if that makes sense, like a new DC? Maybe we have to relocate it, but how can we do that?
We just gotta own more, organize more. You know what I'm saying? Own more, organize more, get together more, plan together more, lead together our plans so that it can start to look like something. You know what I'm saying? Own more, and it'll take form and shape almost like this shirt that I got on. When our plans interweave with each other, you know what I'm saying? Over time, that that'll build something. You know what I'm saying? That will comfort the later generations. You know what I'm saying? Almost like a hand-me-down, so we can inherit. You know what I'm saying? Something of that sort of substance. You know what I'm saying? That will go further past just music. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, yeah, and I agree because I just seen, like, I know over the weekend. I seen y'all did a nice, what was it, a photo shoot with all your, you know, a photo shoot with, yeah, I seen that, and that's, need more of that, definitely, or whatnot, right? So how do we, I don't know, you know, if it's in our power or not, you know what I'm saying, spitballing, how do we take the power from the dollar, which don't have value anyway, you know what I'm saying, and make things like, okay, you got museum on, you representing. How do we bring value to these organizations, black-owned businesses, to where we could barter with each other instead of killing for money that ain't worth nothing, and we can actually trade amongst each other with, you know, like, you do this for me, maybe you can get some pack of museum clothing, you know what I'm saying, you know, something like that nature. How can we better trade amongst each other and kind of take the power away from what we've been killing for so long?
Just gotta get out there, get out our comfort zone, get more social. And like I said, when we get social, we make plans, but we socialize. We don't just socialize to socialize or be known or seen. We get together, we plan, and we strategize, and we organize together. And that's how things like that can be done. You know what I'm saying? But, it takes planning and organization.
Right. Definitely. All right, so, you know, man, this is a lot. I like, again, everybody listen, man. I like where we're going with this. These are just all, what happened? These are just all little things, tidbits I want to get across to, you know, entrepreneurs, independents, or whatnot. Like, what advice, though, to, like, all the young artists that, you know, that's coming up that you can give them even about the industry? Because, you know, some don't always want to go that independent route because it is hard, bro. Like, this shit, like, it's hard. Like, I know, for example, we turned down back in the day some deals, bro. You know what I'm saying? We turned some deals because they wanted to take your name and your soul with it. And we was like, F it, we're gonna do it the hard way. But what advice can you give them, the young artists, like, bro, just keep your integrity, like, your day coming. What can you tell them, you know what I'm saying, to stay patient?
Don't put all your eggs in one basket as far as making money, so that you can invest in this business. And they can go from a hobby to an actual lucrative business that can take care of your families, possibly throughout further generations past an individual's life. You know what I'm saying? So get the LLC, cross your teeth, dot your eyes, and like it's business. So it's like,
yeah, because I was about to ask you, what can they invest in? Like, what can an artist invest in, to keep themselves, I guess, relevant enough to where they can make it a lucrative business? Like, what can they?
Information, because if they invest without having information, they may get swindled out of their money. And in this game, it's a dirty game. It's just like the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you buying product on the street, you don't know the business in the streets, as though how much grams, let's say, is supposed to be in a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? And they get wind that you don't know that. That temptation to take advantage of your lack of knowledge is going to be there, just like that. Contractually, when they find out you don't know what you're doing, and you ain't got lawyers representing certain things or certain things to say, or certain signs, give that away fast. So it's like, oh, I'm going to take advantage of this person. I don't even know what the fuck they doing.
Man, lawyers is key, bro. Lawyers is key. I swear to God, lawyers is key. Oh man, lawyers is key, man. That's crazy you said. I remember we was in a conversation and they was like, yeah, we got lawyers. Do you have lawyers? They didn't think we had lawyers. And man, they seen who our lawyer was. The last name said Muhammad, bro. That shit. I swear to God, man. That joint turned the whole conversation around. But yeah, lawyers is key. Lawyers is key. So if I'm an artist, right? I'm an artist. I don't want to go to the industry, right? I got 5 bands. You know what I'm saying? I got it how I got it. You know what I'm saying? What's the first thing? Do I want to buy me some studio equipment? Jump straight to marketing, video? What can I do with my 5 bands?
You get some studio equipment and you start recording yourself. And if you know you're not going to do that, just invest in. I guess negotiate with the person in the studio about doing a project, get all the beats together, and do that project with the allotted time that you negotiated with the person in the studio. If you didn't get your own studio, you know what I'm saying, which is it's more time efficient because you're going to have to learn how to do all this stuff once you do it. That's going to take too much time. You know what I'm saying? So might as well pay somebody that knows what they're doing to speed up the process. So once you work out that price with them, and you got all the beats together, you record the album. After you record the album, do all that, then you shoot some videos, maybe some promo videos for the album, and then look and see how you want to market the album and get it out there in front of as many eyes as possible. So you know you get closer to your death. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, since it's a numbers game and so many people in the world, it's just about getting the product in front of as many people as possible on a daily basis after that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of work ethic that comes into that. You know what I'm saying? A person may have been in the streets and may not have had a job on a day-to-day basis. They surviving on the streets. You know what I'm saying? They got a job. They've been living how they've been living, really being their own boss per se, but not being the boss the way as though they're given the intellectual challenges that comes into play with real bosses running real businesses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So once you get into that mindset, you know what I'm saying? That discipline mindset, where you got a plan to execute, they continue to plan to execute. And after you put out the album, then what next after that? You know what I'm saying?
So okay, so you said discipline, right? Discipline is key. So how important is, okay, we know discipline is important, but how important as an artist is it, to have continuous content? Like, how much is too much content and what is too little content?
You can never have too much content. Because that you never just have too much content in this day and age. There's so much out there being put out there every single day. It's like it can never be too much water in the ocean.
I like how you put that down. Yeah, definitely. So listen, artists, station head, you know what I'm saying? Listen, content, I like how you broke it down. There's never too much water in the ocean, so you can't get enough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So boom. So speaking of which, you said you're working on some new material. You said looking to bring go-go to, if I'm saying it right, to the world, right? But the way you said it though, I think you said you're not looking to get the world, you want the world to look into what I'm doing here in DC. Like, so what is some of that, the new stuff you're working on, new material you're working on?
I'm just working on most of the music is done for real. I got a project with Kev Brown coming out, and I got a project with Odyssey coming out, and another one Live. That's going to continue on the cultural vocal theme. And when you see me perform, it's going to be like live go-go. So you won't see me perform live and hear it the way it sounded on the actual album. You'll hear it, the go-go version live. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In that aspect of it, it's go-go. There's always like 6 songs from just like popular songs that they love and stuff like that. But like a cover band. The certain go-go bands that came up with their own original songs, but I want this my go-go bands gonna play all my songs. You know?
Right.
I'm gonna do it like that.
That's interesting. How long have you been wanting to have that idea? Because I remember back in 06, I remember thinking like, dog, go-go should be. I remember being at some go-go's or even house parties like, dog, go-go should be everywhere, bro. Like, why hasn't the world adopted to go-go? Because it's when you go to one, it's actually like backyard. It's a fun and a great experience for real. Like, what was it that because you traveled the world, how come go-go didn't catch up, or the world didn't catch up to the sound of go-go per se? If that makes sense.
I would just say we didn't have enough artists to really put it out there. Wale tried a little bit. But I guess
because I was just listening to Jill Scott, she had a joint, she paid homage, and I was like, no, go.
Scott, Ava Reed, you know what I'm saying? Richard Harris, you know what I'm saying? I know Richard Harris, you know what I mean? But it hasn't been enough to really create a wave. It hasn't been enough people to do it. Almost like it was in the early 80s, where you had not only go-go bands, but you had Soul Pepper, Heavy D, and Curtis Blow doing records back in the day, go-go records, you know what I'm saying, hip-hop artists. So once it's a wave created, it'll catch up, you know what I'm saying? It'll catch up, but it's not time right now. Right now it's just raw form, and I like it like that. Because when they don't understand, like when going to a backyard show, it'll go over so many people's head that it's not from here. Hollering out neighborhoods like 640, Mobile, 35 Double O.
Yeah, so that's interesting. You see,
that'll go over people's head that's outside of the area. They'll be like, what? You know what I'm saying? And then for them to appreciate the shout out aspect of it. And that call and response aspect of it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then for a person to really feel it, first impression wise, it's really like you have to be live at a real go-go to get a good first impression of it, and not hearing just the most popular record that came out of the go-go. You know what I'm saying? That impression hasn't been strong enough on the people in the national scene for them to really understand it and really get it. And the best go-go is in its rawest form. When they hollering out the neighborhoods and this, that, and the third. Neighborhoods that only we know.
Yeah, but
so
that's
really an exclusive thing, you know what I'm saying?
So that's interesting, because you said it in this raw form. I felt like, I felt like now when I hear this, like, okay, you know what I'm saying, it's put together now, it's packaged like to where it's the you can hear the instruments now, you can really, that's interesting that you think it's still in the raw form though. That's interesting, because I thought, I'm thinking that it was about time, because everything is put together after years of trial and error, being on stage and whatnot. That's interesting.
Yeah, and its raw form is like when a song is 18 minutes long, and it's like it's not the standard structure to the song format, whereas though like how the Wale record was formatted when his first record did the, you feel what I'm saying? That was like what most people from the national scene could understand. That's why they embraced it based on how it was formatted. Like a hip hop song, but it was like go-go mixed into it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, chorus, verse, verse. Before the go-go song, it may be like 3-4 courses, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
different joints. Then a call and response may come in, then a rap verse may come in, then it may be a solo with the drums, you know what I'm saying? When the congo's playing. So it's like that in its rawest form is like, that's its rawest form, you know what I'm saying? The other versions is like the DC Mumbo songs. They had the joint back in 2008, I think, or 9. You see the light, man. You see the light, man. That joint, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, more polished.
Yeah.
Kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I thought, I thought, like, I know, okay, of course, Backyard my favorite personally, but I feel like I went to when they was with T.I., I'm like, man, they polished, bro. They polished finally. You know what I'm saying? But let me real quick. I know I ain't gonna hold you up too much longer. But if you don't mind, I don't know if you want how deep you want to go into it, but I am curious to what made you really lose passion at one point though. Like, what was it that made you say, man?
It was just learning the business, man. Sometimes it's like, damn, once you build something, you may have to tear everything down that you built and rebuild it because you ain't built it right. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, when you realize you ain't built it right and you got to rebuild it, from that point until getting it together, it's like, all right, let's just tear this shit down and rebuild. From that point on, getting ready to rebuild, it was like, damn, my passion is gone. You know what I'm saying? I built this shit, but I gotta rebuild it. Fuck it.
So in hindsight, do you feel like it was a necessary rebuild, or you look back like I was?
Definitely.
Okay. Wow.
Go ahead and rebuild it. You know what I'm saying? I got to. You know?
And do you face? Have you faced? Or are you currently facing the politics of it right now? Like, has the pressures been on you because you? Like with this project, man, you talking the thing about unity, you spitting it, bro. Like, have the forces come against you yet, or you know what I'm saying? How you dealing with the politics? How you deal with it?
Man, I just do me every day, man. I'm happy, man. I ain't worried about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Shoes, man. With Allah on my side and we prayed up, I feel unstoppable.
Right. Well, look, bro. Last question, man. Again, for all the listeners out there, I hope y'all, y'all take something away. Again, just, tell them, it only have to be just artists. You know what I'm saying? Just from just our conversation we just had, and I guess your understanding of what my mental breakthrough means. Like, what can you give to individuals that's coming against to that doubt? That that doubt is a question that they face in fear or whatnot. They don't know if they can do this. Like, what would you tell them to break that ceiling? What game would you give them?
That's like the moment where you understand your sensitivity and notice when to put your foot on the gas. You know what I'm saying? Almost like the fear when you are hydroplaning in your car when it's wet. Or then that fear can turn into focus, you know what I'm saying? It's like, just take control of the wheel, steer out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's all that we, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta identify your sensitivity, you know what I'm saying? And that fear is a sensitivity that can be identified with just certain shit that comes along the road, like shit being wet, hydroplane, like, but who we just swerve out, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey, also, this is what I want to ask you. How was your quarantine though, man? How was your quarantine been? I was wondering, like, this whole quarantine thing, I was surprisingly surprised that enough artists ain't been dropping content for real. It's like a few here and there, but like you would think all this time you got, you know what I'm saying? Why, you know what I'm saying? How your quarantine been? And what made you drop content now as opposed to, you know?
Well, my quarantine been good, and I had content for these albums I had done. I've already got the albums done. So now, as I'm putting them out and as we're releasing things, we just gradually was dropping stuff. You know what I'm saying? I still got interviews that I'm done with. I'm waiting to drop part 1, part 2, part 3. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
if you ready, yeah.
Hey man, appreciate you. Listen, bro, like I said, it's been an honor, man. I appreciate you for connecting with me. You know what I'm saying? Again, I hope, you know, we brought value to, you know, the listeners of, you know, that's trying to push through. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to do. I'm definitely connect with you outside of this. You know what I'm saying? Figure out how to put some stuff together for community. But so, yeah, so, you know, again, man, I appreciate you for coming through. I'm going to go ahead and replay. Dead Presidents is my, hey, make noise too. Low key, that's mine, because that's that Mace. You took it back to that Mace, you know what I'm saying? That make noise, you know. A lot of people want to hit to that Mace right there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming on, though, for real, brother.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Definitely, man. It's been a blessing. You enjoy the rest of
New joint with Ken Brown dropping soon. Probably next month or something. Drop that joint.
Next month, man. Cool. Hey, make sure just keep on, bro. Keep on hitting us in the head with it, because I think it's perfect time. The time is right, because the frequency is there. You know what I'm saying? Like with this joint, for real. This joint, the one you just dropped, I promise you, it grows on you. When I first heard it, I was like, all right, bet, you know what I'm saying? It's real hip hop, boom, 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 boom. But it grows on you, bro. Like, you know, now I'm like, yeah, Dead President's one of my favorite, of course. Make Noise, the city feel. I mess with that joint. I mess with the project, man. So keep hitting us in the head with it. For real, bro. Keep doing what you do.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. You got us by your side, bro. So, you know, anything you need from us over here, bro, we got you. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you, bro.
Yes, sir. Definitely, man. So, yeah, that's it, everybody. IG, Station Head, man. That was Uptown XO, man. Y'all make sure y'all go get that. Culture over corporate. And before I go, culture over corporate, real quick.
Yeah.
Give me the reason behind that. Was you ever in the corporate world? I mean, you was to a degree, I get it, I guess. But like, what made you come up with culture over corporate, you know, and really run with that?
Like culture over corporate, that's the mentality, you know what I'm saying? Like I got on museum, you know what I'm saying? That's like, I'm putting the culture over corporate, you know what I'm saying? The big corporate establishments like Polo, you know, all the big corporations, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we can help it, we gotta spend our money with the Chuck, so it's really the music, more of a mentality, you know what I'm saying? Since the corporations in the music industry.
Right. Let's skip it.
Now that's what the music is about. You know what I'm saying? The music is about, from a corporate perspective and the numbers perspective, it's about capitalizing on how many products and extracting as much as they can out of the artist. You know what I'm saying? How many products can this artist sell? You know what I'm saying? The 360 deal and the artist with liquor brand with that and third. You know, how many things can the artist sell? You know what I mean? So now it's like, man, artists that they own everything, sell everything they sell. You know what I'm saying? Not to be gassed up by a label to help another corporation make money. You know what I'm saying? Get sponsors and that third, and Rob, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we ain't the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do
so
for self.
Like me, I would never do business with a certain company that'll just go against my standards and my morals. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So for instance, if I don't drink, I wouldn't do no liquor joint with like industry and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not even me. It's not what I do. You know what I'm saying? That was just like dilute my brain. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I smoke. That'll make more sense. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like I'm not doing that. That's going like that's an example. Like I'm not doing nothing that's like outside of who I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm standing firm on that. And as a people, as artists, let's stand firm on who we are. So that we can't get paid to look like fools. And so almost to the extent that somebody paid somebody accept the check and put on the dress, man. That Dave Chappelle, another Washingtonian, was running away from. You know what I'm saying?
Man, bro, yes, sir.
Yep. So it's like what Dave Chappelle did was like cultural corporate. You can't buy me, so and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Then when I come back, y'all gotta pay me more. You know what I'm saying? Like I know my worth. You know what I'm saying? I know myself.
Facts.
So cultural corporate is mainly pushing that mentality. You know what I'm saying? That's boss up and put our money back into our own community. Man. I ain't got no other brands in my closet. Really, I got a few pieces left, but most of my pieces is local. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Most of my shit is local in my closet. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm spending money with the people I know.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Supporting the small business, mom and pop. That's got unconsciously empower on our oppressors. So we can protest it is that the third, for how much money, you know what I mean? They gonna go home and do online shopping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They gonna empower financially the oppressors. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're oppressors. So it's like defund the police. Defund the police, but you still funding oppressive corporations that's even buying out the politicians that's voting for the bullshit. They buying them out.
Man.
So they gotta do thinking, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's take that power, the largest spending dollar, let's take that away from them. You know what I'm saying? So,
definitely.
Yeah, I named it that just so I can talk like this. You know what I'm saying?
Right, no, definitely, man. Yeah.
Promote that mentality. So since music is promoting the mentality, they're using the music to promote a destructive mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
we're gonna build, you know what I'm saying?
And you one of the ones trailblazing it, bro. That's the thing, and that do for self mentality, man. We all gotta, get in where we fit in, play our part. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying. So I'm with it. I'm with you. I feel you. You see, support all black owned and just kind of pull our resources together. You know what I'm saying? So definitely though, we could go on for hours, bro. I know we could, but. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hold everybody up. But I did want to bring that to him. So, but again, bro, I appreciate with you. Like I said, I'll connect with you. You know what I'm saying? I definitely will.
Likewise, bro.
You already,
bro.
Man,
brother.
Yes, sir. Y'all, bye, shalom.
Peace on.
Yes, sir. Everybody, that was Uptown XO, man. Uptown XO. I got my baby on the phone. Yeah, that was Uptown XO, man, and that was Rap About Radio. Hey, station head, man, listen, that was a good. I hope we brought you value with that conversation. Listen, man, do for self, though. You gotta do for self. Pull our resources. That's gonna be the theme. I feel like with all my guests. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of dig. That's how deep I like to go with it, and we can go a lot deeper. But for real, man, just on the foundation level, man, gotta do for self, stick together. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get our monies together, and that's why I wanted to touch on faith, character, patience, and will, because we all need, or should have some type of skill or trait or gift. We all do have a gift from God. But we got to be able to tap into that gift. So, you know what I'm saying? So we'll be able to serve ourselves and our community with that. And now that'll be so much easier to pool our resources when everybody is tapped into their gift and their talent. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, yeah. Mental breakthrough, man. I hope we brought value with that. If you got any fears or doubt, you can break through that. You know what I'm saying? Just have faith. That's the first and foremost. Have faith, having character and integrity, have your patience, because it's going to take a lot of patience to deal with the opposing forces of you trying to do right. You know what I'm saying? And then that willpower to do right. You feel me? So, hey, man. Appreciate y'all. Station here. Make sure y'all get that too. To check the radio out. You hear the music that I like to play. I'm known as DJ Money Shot. So yeah, man. Y'all have a blessed Sunday, man. I'm out. That's enough for me, man. Peace. Thank y'all for tapping in.